Hey, what's going on? Wait, where am I? Oh God. Welcome to my new setup. This is gonna be the status quo. Actually, it won't be because I'm going to college. So my dorm will be the status quo for the monthly videos here. But you can see things are staying the same. I mean, I got the vinyls up there, so you can see what I put up every episode. So yeah, welcome to this. And today I'm going to be telling you guys what I watched in May ranked. Yes, I know it is almost July. I'm sorry. I've just been really grinding Geometry Dash. That's really what I've been doing. Geometry Dash has been honestly taking up a lot of my life right now. And also, sorry if I sound stuffed up. I don't know what's going on, but I'm very stuffy recently, so there's that too. Just moved the camera angle, but anyways, yeah. So the month of May was an interesting one. Had a couple movies, and for starters, let me shout out my own movie. I'm not going to include it in the ranking, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it up here. Whisper Trails. I think it's marginally better than my first one, and I'm just very proud of it. So if you are happen to watching this and you haven't seen my short film, do yourself a favor. That sounds super bad. Do me a favor and go watch it. Form your own opinion on if you like it or not. And if you didn't like it, go to Letterboxd and review it. Tell me what I need to work on, because I'm really interested in hearing some actual criticism and feedback, whether it be positive or negative. If you liked it, still go ahead and go to Letterboxd and rate it if you want. But yeah, let's get on with the ranking. We're going to be starting with the new watches as always, so let's hop right into it. Starting at number 10, we have Good Burger. I'm sorry. It's so bad. It's so bad. But you know what? Ed is... And the fact that I remember his name is actually kind of crazy. I forget movie characters' names a lot, but that's kind of saying a lot by how actually funny Ed is. But he's the only funny part of this movie. His name's Ed, right? I don't want to sound like an idiot. It's Ed. I was right. Yeah, Ed is funny, and I like him in the movie. Other than that, it's pretty stupid. Alrighty, at number 9 is going to be Braveheart. This is a bit of a hot take. This is a pretty beloved movie, I think. No, I know it is. It won Best Picture. And that's... what? And I know a lot of people love this movie, but man, I did not. It's kind of like Spartacus to me, where it's yeah, Spartacus is this Kubrick film that people like, and I didn't like Spartacus at all. In fact, it is my least favorite Kubrick film. Go watch my ranking video. Braveheart was boring. It was boring. I never really got invested to any of the characters in this movie. And the fight sequences were awesome. They were incredible. But all the downtime, I just never got invested emotionally. When the ending happened, I never cared. I didn't care. And that was just how I felt. Again, the fight sequences and I think the performances were great, but I don't know. This just didn't stick with me at all. Number 8 is Jaws. Yeah, I'm full of hot takes. I'm coming in steaming hot in this one. This is technically a rewatch, but I'm putting it at new watch because I haven't seen the movie in well over maybe a decade at this point. So I'm calling this a rewatch or a new watch because I'm watching it with fresh eyes. I went into it super open-minded. I saw it in theaters for its re-release, and still nothing. Still super uninteresting until the final act. I don't know. I think Roy Scheider's character is incredibly uninteresting. He's so boring as a protagonist. I think Hooper's interesting enough, and I think Quint's, that's his name, right? Quentin, I can't remember. His character kind of gets developed with his lengthy monologue that is one of the better parts of the film, even if I do think it's a little bit dragged on. But again, I do think the ending is great, but I also just never really found this movie scary. I don't think sharks are all that scary, to be honest with you. So I just never really was frightened in this movie, to be honest. Except one particular scene towards the ending, if you've seen the movie. It's quite horrific, the way it's shot and filmed, especially with what came before it. But I get that it was revolutionary, I get it, but it doesn't mean I have to like it, unfortunately, which I just kind of didn't. Oh God, number 7, Stand By Me. This is another pretty beloved movie amongst people, but honestly, I just found this to be a nice, charming slice of life adventure for these kids. Like, it was funny, it endeared me, it charmed me, but it wasn't anything that special in my opinion. I'm not going to spend forever talking about this one because there really isn't much to say in my opinion. Like, all the characters are super, like, I think they're very well written, they feel super real and authentic, but at the end of the day, I knew when I finished it, I was like, yeah, this is a nice, charming little movie. That's about it. 6 is going to be Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Now, my big goal for the end of this year is to finish every Scorsese movie. I really want to get him done, and so I checked this one out, and I actually lowered my original score to a 3.5 because I do have pretty big issues with it that I can't really ignore. Well, I do think Alice herself it's a great character. I think she's played expertly by Ellen Burstyn here. And again, I really like the way she's written. She's very vulnerable, but very strong character. I really like her. Unfortunately, I think the pacing is super off in this movie. Like, I think Harvey Keitel's whole side plot could have been completely cut. We did not need his side plot in the movie. We did not need that section of film. Instead, we could have just skipped that to her and her son getting to the diner, because that's what I wanted. I wanted her in the diner. I wanted her interactions with them. I wanted her and her love interest towards the end of the movie. I can't remember his name, but that's what I wanted. But by the end, I felt not as connected to those parts of the story as I think Scorsese wanted us to be, just because so much of the, like, a quarter of the movie was on the Harvey Keitel side plot that ended up with no relevance by the end. So I think focusing more on the stuff towards the end of the movie, like the diner, the love interest, all of that, would have been so much more, like, important. Now, again, like I said, I think Ellen Burstyn does great here, and I do really like Alice, and I think all the stuff that you get at the end is really, really solid, and I also really like the beginning of this movie. The setup is really investing. You get invested really quickly in these characters, because I also really like her son. But yeah, with those problems, it just left me feeling more empty than I wanted to with a story like this. Number 5, We Live in Time. Yeah, this is a really good romance drama film that I thoroughly enjoyed a lot more than I thought I would. And yeah, I cried. I cried like a big boohoo baby at the end of this one. Was not expecting some of the places this one went, especially with some of the stuff that had to do with the ending. I just got me emotional, not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting to cry, but I cried. It was great. I just really was invested in their relationship, and I loved the way that it went back and forth between the past and the present, and not really the future, but between their present stuff and then, technically the future, because there's no like set present date. They kind of just jump back and forth to show the pieces of the relationship, so I really like the way it does it. I really like it. And I think Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh are simply incredible, and their chemistry is so perfect. It was just a nice, lovely romance that, while it's not something that is going to be my favorite thing of all time, it was just a nice watch. It was beautiful, it was emotional, and I really enjoyed it. Number 4 is going to be Some Like It Hot. Now, This, like, as much as I did enjoy this, and I did really think it was great, this is probably my least favorite Wilder film that I've seen up to this point. Now, I think I've only seen like 4. So, I've seen The Apartment, which is easily my favorite from him. I've seen Double Indemnity, I've seen this, and Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, so, and this is probably the bottom for right now. I don't know. Some of the comedy didn't work for me, but all in all, yeah, it's great. Our Central 2, I know Jack Lemmon, can't remember the other guy's name, but they have great chemistry in this. The way that they play off of each other is really funny in a lot of the scenes. And Marilyn Monroe, it's Marilyn Monroe, right? Oh, please tell me I get that right. I don't want to check. But yeah, she's also really good in this. And the story itself is just like, it's a funny story. Like, if you like White Chicks, if you've seen White Chicks, you just like watch this, because this is like the predecessor to White Chicks, essentially. It's just funny. It's just a nice little good time. I enjoyed it. Number 3 is gonna go to Sleepers. This is what's his name? Something Levinson. Oh my God, Doggy's live. Doggy's Verifying Grief. I gotta watch it. Barry. I knew it started with a B. Barry Levinson. This is another one of his that I checked out after like Rain Man and all that. And while I think this does have pacing issues, I really felt this one's runtime. It's a very intense and a very powerful story that I think was told really, really well. I think every actor here delivers super heavy. Especially Kevin Bacon was great, obviously. I really thought Brad Pitt brought it home in this one, and I also loved Dustin Hoffman in this. Dustin Hoffman was awesome in this movie. But like, this was not an easy story to tell, and I think Barry Levinson definitely took that step up, and he told it really well. It's just a little bit hard to watch. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this one. Number 2 is gonna go to Harvey. This one flew under the radar for me. I was not expecting anything going into this one. I saw this one in theaters. It just came back. It was like, hey, the classic little Jimmy Stewart film. And I was like, hey, it's Jimmy Stewart. I gotta see it with my mom. And wow, I was not expecting to be hit so hard by this super funny, super wholesome, endearing, heartwarming film about just being a good person. I loved it. I loved it. As someone who has been trying my absolute hardest recently to have a positive attitude on a lot of things and to just stay happy and be a good person, this just came at a time I really needed it. And I loved it so much. And Jimmy Stewart is awesome in this as always. He embodies this role and just plays this character so well. It's just really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I might be overrating it because of personal like biases that I am having right now, but I loved it so much. But number 1 is Apocalypse Now. This was easily the best film that I saw this month. I couldn't believe how good this movie was. I wrote it off for so long. I didn't watch it for the longest time, and now I'm so glad that I did, because it's like, holy crap, it's so darn good. Every single character is so memorable and likable, except, and this is the only reason I didn't give it a 5, except for our protagonist. He's a little dull. He's a little boring. He's the only reason why I wouldn't give this a 5, is he's not really like a protagonist that I was like actively super on board with and rooting for the whole time. And obviously Brando, like everyone talks about how good Brando is, and like when he wasn't in like the first like hour and a half or something, maybe even 2 hours he wasn't in this movie, I was like, there's no way he can become the most memorable part of the movie. With how much screen time does he have? Like 9 minutes or something ridiculous, 17 minutes? It's somewhere in that ball range, under 20 minutes. And he delivers. It's insane how much menace and intelligence he brings, because he's not just like this evil being. He's a very intelligent man who speaks with so much wisdom, but yet is so menacing and horrifying, and it's so good. Just everything about this movie. The boat ride, the fights, the tension, it's all there. It's so good. I loved this thing so much. It's Apocalypse Now. Oh! How did I forget this? It's also probably the most gorgeously shot film I have seen this year. Only rivaled by something that I watched in June, last night, that I'm gonna be talking about in my June video. You'll see. Genuinely, this is one of the most gorgeously shot films I've ever seen in my entire life. Could not get, like, every single shot, I was like, oh my god, this thing's beauty. So yeah, loved Apocalypse Now. Alright, we're gonna be doing the rewatches now. There's only 6 of these, and I've talked about these obviously before, so I like to run through these as quick as I can. So yeah, let's get started with the rewatches at number 6. Oh no, there's 5. There's 5, I'm sorry. Starting at number 5 is the original Shrek. For some reason, my girlfriend was in a super big Shrek mood recently, and she just wanted to watch Shrek. So I watched the whole series again with her, excluding the 3rd because that one's not canon. But yeah, Shrek is awesome. It's incredible, it's hilarious, the dynamics between the characters are so natural and raw, and I love Shrek. It's Shrek. Number 4 is gonna go to Shrek Forever After. I hate putting it here because I think this is such an underrated masterpiece. This is such a great character look into Shrek, and it's so emotionally powerful, and it's funny, and it's gorgeously animated compared to the others. It's so freaking good, and I will stand by Shrek Forever After till the day I die. Rumple is a great villain. This is such an amazing movie, and I will not tolerate the slander that this movie gets. It's one of my favorites. Love this movie. Number 3, Sunset Boulevard. Talked about Billy Wilder earlier. This movie's incredible. It's just your classic film noir. It is suspenseful. It is interesting. I will say I do have problems. I think the side little romance that our main character has with that other random chick, not nearly as interesting as the stuff going on with, blanking on her name, but just nowhere near as interesting in my opinion. But it's still a great film overall. Number 2, Shrek 2 is one of my favorite animated movies of all time. It's perfect. It's hilarious. The pop culture references slap every time. I Need a Hero. What else do I need to say? Number 1, All That Jazz. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It is perfect. Every single song is incredible. It's super intact with its themes about death and living. It's just so incredible. I'm blown away by Roy Scheider every single time. This is the much superior Roy Scheider performance that I had this month. Jaws had nothing on this movie when it came to Roy Scheider's performances. Yeah, love this one. I also rewatched Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I rewatched the entire Harry Potter series this month with my girlfriend and my family, and I will be doing a ranking video, so I don't want to spoil the ranking with this video, so that you guys can go check out my Harry Potter ranking when I eventually do it. I still haven't even done my David Lynch ranking. I'm gonna refilm that one because I went back on some of the footage. I don't like some of the stuff that I said, so I'm gonna refilm that. Also, I'm gonna rank Sean Baker soon because I finished him a while ago too. So I gotta get on this stuff, on these rankings. But yeah, they just take a while to edit. So yep, that's about it. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe if you want to, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.